Don't know, it looks summery. Dressed for the summer, to make the most of the 2 days we get of it a year.
It's a slave labor, but it's a similar, kind of.
It's been a while since I've had a car with a sunroof. Hello and welcome to the channel. And this is Jack, my new to me Toyota RAV4, bought for not a lot of pennies from the beige forum. It's the 3-door GX. Don't know what the GX means. I mean, it means I have 2 sunroofs and no aircon. Parker's online has lied to me on that one. I think it was an optional extra, not a standard like they make it out to be. I've had this car for nearly a month now, and it's been my daily for all the coronavirus type daily driving you can do if you're working from home all the time. It's 1995, so it's 25 years old. I can't remember when it was registered, actually. I have to look at that. But it technically is my new daily driver. I suppose it's going to replace the Corolla, which is now on the driveway somewhere in deepest, darkest Birmingham, until I decide what to do with it, really, whether I even keep this long term, or I just have it for a bit and then swap the Corolla back around. In terms of things that's wrong with it, nothing that I can see. I mean, it failed an MOT for emissions, but I don't think the car was used particularly all the time. It's like, just for short distances. And a brake light bulb, which has been replaced. I replaced that the day after I got it, and 2 tyres. I've only got the 1 tyre. He ran out of the other one, but the other one's all right. In terms of the plans for this car, I don't have any. I'm looking into getting storage so I can break the Rover. I can break the Rover, I can then bring the Corolla back, as per the rules given to me by the wife. The fact that I can't have more than 3 cars on the driveway, and I've got more than 3 cars. So one has to go, and the Rover's just a donor car for the Lada anyway. But that said, space-wise, it doesn't really have any, but it does have a tow bar. So just need to get a trailer and throw some stuff on that, and then find somewhere to store it, and then I can use it as a wagon to move things back and forth when I need them. I am also trying to find roof bars for the car. I thought I had a pair. Someone was selling on Facebook Marketplace. Turns out I don't think he liked money, so he didn't. Well, it didn't happen anyway. So still trying to work out what to do with that. In terms of all the styling things, because that's all it really needs. I mean, the engine is sweet. The drivetrain is fantastic. Tyres are a bit iffy, but the tyres are consumable anyway, so you're going to change them at some point. As you see here now, when I cut it in, I thought actually tinted windows on the back 3, what I wanted to do on the Corolla. I'll do it on this. So I got the finest of £10 eBay window tint, and it's no good. So I'm gonna have to get someone to do that. I think it's only 100 quid, so it's not too expensive. And there's little black bits of body bits of trim, or like paint, above the doors and above the rear windows there. The black has faded, so I'm going to redo that at some point. In terms of what I've done in the month, I've swapped out the radio because I have a weird what do you call it? I have a weird tradition, something that I started back from whenever I had my first car, and every new car since, I listen to a specific album. So when I picked the car up from Yorkshire, where the car was based, had the CD ready, had to put it in. I opened the front of it off, and there's a mini disc. I've never had a mini disc in my life, so yeah, I was stuck listening to medium wave for the journey home. So got rid of that, put in the radio from the Corolla, which is DAB and all that sort of Bluetooth more than anything. So when the wife is demanding to know where I am, I can answer while I drive. But the rat's nest that was behind it was ridiculous. I'm used to, you get your ISO harness, plug that into whatever car you're in, and then like whatever aftermarket head unit you want to put in, you can plug it in. Couldn't do it with that. So what I ended up doing was, again, taking the harness out of the Corolla, cut the wires up that were cut in this car, and wired it so that now, if I don't keep the car and I take the head unit out, another third-party one can put in instead. So I like to think I did well with that. A lot of soldering, and in this weather and the space you've got, like I'll show you in a minute, if you've got bare legs and the hot soldering iron, it can get quite tasty, can't it? So I did that, and then I realised that the rear speakers behind me, one there and there, they didn't work. So I took the trim off, as you can see here. Took all the side off on the one side, because I thought I ain't doing it for both if I can't fix it. And yeah, there was power going to the speakers, but the speakers themselves were dead. So I waited a week when I had a bit more time, and then the weekend got 2 Pioneer speakers, 3-way ones, which are the only ones I had in the house. Threw them in, and now I've got 4 speakers working. But the only thing that's happened now is that the 2 at the back are a slightly better quality than what's at the front, so I need to change the ones in the front. And I also want to get an underseat subwoofer for the wife's pleasure, really. Throw it into the passenger seat should be grand. So that's another plan to do it. But like I said, if all I'm talking about is entertainment and bits of paint and everything, it shows you how much there isn't wrong with the car, which is fantastic, really. Drives really well, actually, to be fair. Other things I have done, the one other thing I've done, as well as the window tint, is I put the best that £20 could buy cheap Chinese cone air filter, performance air filter, for the car. I'll make a video about the window tint and the air filter, because like the tint wasn't bought especially for looks, and the cone filter was definitely not bought for performance reasons. There's another reason, and it's an interesting one, and I'm going to do more about that. I'm going to explain it a bit more in the next video. But yeah, other than that, the only other thing I need to say is with the Lada. The Lada is still progressing, although I haven't done anything with it since Father's Day. It's about 2 months now, actually, because the welder packed up on me. My bargain £40 thing from eBay did one weld and it packed up. It really annoyed me. But so I had to get another welder. That's turned up. Tried it once on the floor. I've never done any welding before either, and yeah, it's not a success. So I've got to that's tonight, actually. I think got to cut what I've done out, then cut a new patch panel and do it a bit differently. But again, that'll be in a different video and explain it. And also the website, I'm currently redesigning, or kind of boring, but due to the way it was built, you can't. I don't think it's fast enough really for when it loads up, or when you, if you do go on the website for any of the articles that are right. I think it takes too long for them to load up, especially the images and things like that. So instead of using themes like the rest of the internet do, I'm gonna have to build one. So yeah, that's been quite interesting. But yeah, this is a bit of a weird video really, because I didn't particularly want to do a demonstration of the car, because obviously I'm not a reviewer. Don't pretend to be either. And already Hubnut and I think Furious Driving have already done their own videos on how these drive and their respective ones. The one thing I will say, when it comes down to seats, the seats aren't as comfortable as they are in the Corolla. However, it took 3 hours for me to drive from Yorkshire to back home on the motorway and stuff, and the seats were sound. Like I think might have a little bit to do with my arse is a bit fatter than theirs, so I've got already more preloaded cushioning than most people. So I think that's why I find the seats a bit more comfortable. Come with my own cushion. Only real bugbear I've got, it's the same with every old 4x4 of this vintage, is sometimes the ride quality is a bit, you know, it's like you got kangaroo juice in the tank or something. But really, that is literally the only thing that I think there's any there's an issue with it. But yeah, hopefully when it comes, you'll see another video about the window tinting and the air filter and stuff, and hopefully it will star in in a few more videos. Hopefully when I get a chance to do it, because I've been a bit crap considering really far too busy. Even in lockdowns, I've been way too busy with stuff. But yeah, thank you for listening to me ramble on, talking crap for the third time. And I hope the sound is working on this time, because I will really my temper if it doesn't. If it's your first time on the channel, please consider subscribing. There's plenty more videos that aren't to do with Toyotas, mostly to do with Lada, and me haphazardly trying to restore it. And also visit the website, mywifehatesthiscar.com. There's enough there to while away 10 minutes when you're on the toilet, let's put it that way. But yeah, once again, thanks for watching, and hope you're all keeping well and safe. Okay, we'll try this again. Quite rorty, and that's because what you see here now when I put it in is that the air filter, I left half of it in, and I think what's happening is that it's causing a bit of an echo. Maybe, I don't know, but you soon get used to it. And the wife, up until I did that, actually quite liked the car. So you got to do what you got to do to keep a website alive, especially in the name. But yeah, that's enough.